He runs his thumb along the table edge. Coffee rings like faded wedding bands. Same chipmunks, but the jokes feel hollow. Steam curls up, then slips his hands. Every photograph has that honey brown glow, but the space between frames got colder somehow. He traces the amber lines of memory like they might light the room again. Every laugh in the grain, every name in the dust. He's chasing that slow burn then. He's asking the walls, the chairs, the floor, where did the warmth go? Where did the warmth go? Where did talking to a ghost that never fades. He opens up the window, lets the evening in. Street noise, strangers, distant traffic. Him holds his breath, half expects her key. Just the wind through the blinds, painting stripes on his knees. Kitchen clock stuck on 3, fridge hum, old floorboard sighs. He waters plants in the dark, counting all the days gone dry. Coffee mug, chip white rim, curtain drawn, the street lamp turn. He lets his shoulders loosen like a book finally learned. In the middle of the night, he blooms quietly, unseen but alive in the low TV glow. Petals made of habits nobody else can see. He's breaking into color where the tired hours go. Phone face down, screen face cold. Group chat jokes he'll never read. He irons out his breathing like a wrinkled memory. He mouths words to the mirror, practicing a softer gaze. Little nod, we're getting there, as the sharp feet on linoleum, heartbeats all. He finally fits the silence he always put off. If morning never asked him to choose a side, would he stay here forever in this half-lit sky? Ash on the counter, half-written letter by the sink. Your coat still on the hanger, but you're gone deeper than I think. Glass on my lip, your name on my tongue. Every word I should have said burns like it's just begun. Every note tastes like whiskey, every silence like goodbye, every chord pulls you near me, every rest just lets you die. I keep singing through the shimmer, eyes too tired to lie. Every note tastes like whiskey, every silence like goodbye. Same four walls, different kind of quiet. Clock hands cross sideways, heart won't keep in time with it. I hum that old tune we wore out last July. It's haunted in the corners where we used to laugh and lie. Every night into this cracked old glass, I play a chair, an apology that never seems to pass. If I ever hit the right line, will you walk back through that door? Or am I just tuning heartstrings on a love that ain't here anymore? Every note tastes like whiskey, the goodbye. Record pulls you near me. He walks beneath the soft streetlights, hands in his pockets, collar turned up, breath-making ghost in the quiet every step. He swears he hears her laugh. Storefront glass throws back his face, the outline's almost hers. He blinks, he breaks, he keeps going. He's chasing shadows that look like her. Every corner, every turn, silhouettes that steal his breath, fade the second he gets near. He's chasing shadows that look like her, like she might appear if he just walks one more block past the end of last year. Her old cafe, the chairs all stacked, one light on in the back, like a sign. He slows down, traces old nights on the fogged up window with his thumb. Traffic hums, a distant siren, world keeps moving out of sync. He mouths her name into the wind, watch it vanish as he blinks. He's chasing shadows that look like her. Every corner, every turn, silhouettes that steal his breath, fade the second he gets near. He's chasing shadows that look like her. If he stops, does she stop too? If he turns home, does she turn loose? Or is he the haunt in his own city view? He leans on the balcony rail, cheap light, a trembling thumb, draws crooked halos in the dark, mouths her name like it's a secret. Ash falls in slow motion spiral. Street hum, distant sirens trip. Every breath another try to ride her back into his sky. He writes her name in smoke, lets the night carry it away, watching every ghost white letter come apart above the bay. If the wind remembers, maybe it will make her stay. He writes her name in smoke, lets the night carry it away. Phone screen listed with messages, all those drafts he never sent. Her last words pinned at the top, burn a hole right through his chest. He spells it softer this time, short puffs, shaking hands like maybe if he gets it right, she'll walk up from the avenue. Say it, don't say it, bite your tongue. Breathe her out. How many nights can you feed a flame on doubt? He laughs, then he cracks, smell of tar on his clothes. I first let her fade before he reaches the last. He writes her name in smoke, lets the night carry it away, watching every ghost white letter come apart above the bay. If the wind remembers, maybe it will make her stay. On the counter, clock on the wall barely moves. He used to chase every second, now he sits still in this room, hands in his pockets, thoughts like slow rain, watching the sunlight face down on the table. Old ghosts ring, he lets them fade. Breathe in the hum of the fridge door. Breathe out the words he never said. He counts the cracks in the ceiling, follows each line back home. The quiet starts to feel like someone he used to know. In slow motion, he learns to love the silence between heartbeats, between heartbeats. Paper in slow motion, he lets the empty spaces hold his weight between heartbeats.
He keeps her on the mantle, dust in every groove, glass a little crooked like the way they used to move. Sun slips through the curtains, catches in her eyes. For a second in that shimmer, she almost says hi. He remembers her through a golden frame, fading at the edges, but he says her name. Every little crack, every scratch, every stain, still alive, still alive in his song again. Coffee going bitter, radio too loud. He hums along off keys and there inside the sound. Finger on the picture, tracing out her dress. The border's turning color, but her laugh stays in his chest. He sings a part she used to sing, higher than his voice can reach. Misses half the words, still he can hear her on that sea. Kitchen light behind her, bare feet on the tile. He closes both his eyes and holds that frame a while.
Your eyes say, stay, while your hands fold tight in your lap. Coffee gone cold between us. Little chips in the mug line up with the cracks in my resolve. Two souls talk without words, silence spilling over the rim. Every breath a broken verb, every glance says, are you in? We sit here still as stone, but every quiet second rings. Two souls talk without words, and it drowns out everything. Trace a circle on the table. Stop before you close the loop. Half a smile, then it falls like a frame turned face down on the shelf. All the phrases we rehearse hover just behind our teeth. I hear them loud as thunder in the way you'd away from me. If I reach across this distance, will the room explode in sound, or will we keep on saying everything by saying nothing out loud? Mug on the table, a ring in the drawer, two chairs facing, only using one anymore. The clock sounds louder in the quiet he kept from himself. A sweater on the back of a chair, like she just stepped out for a breath. Under a linen sky, he feels the air unclench, names the ache and lets it lie. Soft against the fence, peace like folded sheets. Sun warm on his chest, under a linen sky. He finds rest. He walks past the market where she used to hum through the aisles. Chooses the smaller cart and talks to himself for a while. Garden overgrown now, wildflowers claiming the path. He pulls one dandelion up, lets the others laugh under a lit sky. He feels the air unclench, names the ache and lets it lie. Soft against the fence, beast like folded sheets. Sun warm on his chest under a linen sky. He finds rest.
He drops the needle, dust on his thumb. Old chair creaks, first crackle comes. Curtains barely breathing, half light, half gold. My coffee going cold as the first note falls. The room fills with honey and ghosts, sweet on my tongue, chills down my bones. Oh, oh, every old secret you swore you'd burn comes back around on every turn. Oh, oh, honey and ghosts, honey and gold. The laughter in the corners from people not here. A perfume from winter floats past my ear. Your jacket on the back hook still owns its shape. In the wobble of the record, you almost say my name. I see our fight in the skipping groove. Hear your keys in the hallway, that soft excuse. Ooh, all the words we buried in cardboard sleeves rise with the dust as the chorus breathes.
steam draws halos round her face, warm, fading, unreal, like she left without a trace. The cup between his shaking hands, a lipstick stain that's months too old. Window hums with morning traffic. He sits in yesterday's coat. Ghost in the coffee glass. She's here, then gone when he blinks. Time runs slow, then cracks between the sugar and the sink. He reaches out through the heat, but all he's holding is past, warm, fading, unreal. Ghost in the coffee glass. Her laugh lives in chrome and silver, bent in spoons in cafe chrome. Chair across the table empty, still he saves her side like home. He stirs circles into silence, watch turn circles on his wrist. Every swirl a soft reminder of the last time they kissed. He could leave, he could stay, he could learn to walk away, but a shadow rides the surface every single break of day. The air feels blue tonight, soft, heavy on my tongue. Her sweater on the chair back, still warm in the seams. Her laugh in the hallway, like it just left the room. The air feels blue tonight, thick with the shape of her name. Every breath I take just pulls her back again. The air feels blue tonight. I taste her on the quiet. If I close my eyes, she's here. She's here. She's here. Mug rings on the table. Her lipstick goes the rim. Her playlist still repeating all the songs she skipped midway. Streetlight on the window turns the ceiling into waves. I'm drowning on the dry land of this unmade bed. Her scent in the cotton, her soap in the drain, her hair in my jacket. I breathe and I ache. How can someone be gone and everywhere at once? Ooh. He dances alone in the half-light. Scuffed shoes drawing circles on the floor. Old song leaking from a cracked speaker. He sways like he's been here before. One hand held up to the silence, like he's still feeling somebody's waist. Eyes closed, chasing a faint outline, a shadow he can almost taste. He keeps time with his memories. Every step another yesterday, spinning in the space she left behind, turning so the ache won't fade. He keeps time with his memories, like the past is something he can hold. He moves slow through the half-light, trying not to let her go. Lip trembling at the quiet parts. He mouths words only he can hear. Laughs once at a private joke, then it sinks and it stings and it clears. Phone light face down on the table. Friend's gone home an hour ago. He's the last pulse in the corner, a lone echo in the afterglow. He keeps time with his memories. Every step another yesterday, spinning in the space she left behind, turning so the ache won't fade. keeps time with his memories. Like the past is something he can hold. He moves slow through the half-light, trying not to let her go. He spins till the room bends, blurs, breaks her name in the ceiling paint, her hand in the heat on his face. He slows, but the drum in his chest won't quit. He bows to the empty air like she's still right there with him. Coffee rings on the table, old print on your favorite tea. Laugh lines where the summer stayed, Polaroids bending at the seams. Everything ages, but some warmth turns to gold when it fades. Like your hand in my jacket sleeve. Colors softer, but they never wash away. Everything ages, but this glow keeps deepening with days. It's warm, it's frayed, still golden when it fades. We forget half the stories. Remember how the silence felt. Broken mugs on the kitchen shelf, chip by chip, we knew ourselves. One day names go missing, street signs blur on the drive, but that small, steady ember keeps rewriting our lives. If the sharp edges soften and the bright edges dull, what stays is the quiet, heavy, honest, full. Empty glasses on the table, lipstick ghosts along the rim. like it hangs like a question, still waiting in the dim. Ashtray full of little endings, red tips breathing out their glow. You said this song was our forever. DJ packed his things and clothes. When the music ends, you're still on my tongue. Bittersweet breath, like we just begun. Every inhale, every exhale, you wrote. The aftertaste of love still lingers in the smoke. Clock hand scratching at the ceiling, bartender wiping you away. Friends already in their taxis, calling night a different name. But your laughter's in the corners, in the mirror, in my throat. I chase it like a final drag that never leaves my lungs alone. When the music ends, you're still on my tongue. Bittersweet breath, like we just begun. Every inhale, every exhale, you wrote. The aftertaste of love still lingers earth in the smoke. I open up the window, air comes rushing in, but you stay in the curtains, in my tea, beneath my skin. I swear I'm done, I swear I'm done. But every breath I take says